Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to bring you Nataku Toto 2 up to the north, and he is playing Amber Rain, and his opponent, Mandangus, down here to the south, playing Majiya. Amber Rain's second turn, doesn't cast anything. Majiya's second turn, takes out a Tomb of Knowledge. Amber Rain's second turn has 2 resources, sacrifices card, third resource, takes out a Jasmine Rose Cult. That's 1 ally to no allies for Amber Rain. Majiya's turn uses a Fireball, able to kill off the Rose Cult in 1 hit. Amber Rain's turn, sacrifices a card, takes out Blood Frenzy. She loses 1 life each turn but draws an extra card. Majiya's turn, sacrifices a card, 4 resources, takes out an Infernal Gargoyle. That's 1 to no allies for Majiya. Amber Rain taking 1 damage, casts a Jeweler's Dream and a Christopher Wilde. Amber Rain uses her Shadow ability, raising the base attack of Jeweler's Dream by 2. Amber Rain attacks Majiya, doing 3 damage, Majiya down to 23 life, and Amber Rain uses Retreat, sending the Infernal Gargoyle back to her hand. Attacks with the Christopher Wilde, Majiya is down to 22 life. Majiya's turn. Sacrifices a card that's 5 resources, uses the Shriek of Vengeance, getting rid of the Jeweler's Dream and 1 of her own resources. Majiya casts the Brutalist, and uses the Tomb of Knowledge, 3 cards in her hand and a Brutalist in the field. 1 ally to 1 ally. Amber Rain's turn. 5 resources, 3 cards in her hand. Casts a Raven Wildheart, that's a lot of life. Uses the Christopher Wilde to attack the Majiya. Majiya down to 21 life. Majiya's turn. 5 resources, uses her Shadow ability, doing 3 damage to the Raven. Attacks with the Brutalist, killing off the Christopher Wilde. That's 1 ally to 1 ally now. Oh, Majiya uses the Lightning, killing off the Raven Wildheart and doing 3 damage to Amber Rain. Nice play. Amber Rain taking another damage, has 4 cards in her hand. Sacrifice 1, 6 resources, takes out another Jeweler's Dream, and uses again her Shadow ability, raising its base attack damage by 2. Amber Rain's turn, attacks, doing 3 damage to Majiya. Majiya down to 18 life, and she casts her Jasmine Rose Cult and another Christopher Wilde. Attacks with the Christopher Wilde, doing 1 damage. Majiya down to 17 life. Majiya's turn. 3 cards in her hand, 6 resources, takes a Fireball, uses the Fireball on the Jasmine Rose Cult. Jasmine Rose Cult is dead. Will he attack with the Brutalist or let her live? No, he casts the Death Mage Thaddeus, doing 1 damage to Amber Rain. And attack with the Brutalist, attacking the Christopher Wilde, killing off the Christopher Wilde. That's 2 allies to no allies for Majiya. Amber Rain, 2 cards in her hand, 6 resources. Will she sacrifice 1 or just cast them both? No, she doesn't cast anything. Amber Rain attacks, doing 3 damage to Thaddeus, not killing it. Casts then a Christopher Wilde and a Crippling Blow. Crippling Blow on the Brutalist. Attacks with the Christopher Wilde, killing off the Thaddeus. That's 1 ally to 1 crippled ally for Amber Rain. Majiya's turn, 6 resources, 2 cards in her hand, casts an Infernal Gargoyle, and casts another Infernal Gargoyle. That's 3 allies to 1 ally. Amber Rain's turn, 21 life, 2 cards in her hand, casts a Crippling Blow on the Infernal Gargoyle, and a Lily Rose Cult, taking 1 card from her graveyard back into her hand. Attacks with the Christopher Wilde, doing 1 damage to Majiya. Majiya down to 16 life. Attacks with Amber Rain, doing 3 more damage. Majiya down to 13 life. Majiya's turn, 6 resources, 1 card. Use her Shadow ability to do 3 damage to the Lily Rose Cult. Not able to kill it though. Attacks with the Infernal Gargoyle, killing off the Lily Rose Cult. Majiya's turn, casts another Infernal Gargoyle. 3 Infernal Gargoyles to 1 little Christopher Wilde. Amber Rain down to 20 life. Uses Rampage whenever she kills an enemy. She heals herself by 2. Attacks with the Christopher Wilde, doing 1 damage to Majiya. Amber Rain attacks also the Majiya, doing 3 damage. Uses another Jeweler's Dream. Majiya's turn, 6 resources, 3 cards. Casts the Shriek of Vengeance, getting rid of the Jeweler's Dream and 1 of her own resources. Majiya's turn, uses Tomb of Knowledge to draw an extra card. 3 resources, uses a Fireball on the Amber Rain. Amber Rain taking 4 damage. Amber Rain taking 2 more damage from the Infernal Gargoyle, down to 14 life. Can Majiya turn it? Attacks the Christopher Wilde, killing off the Christopher Wilde. Amber Rain's turn, 13 life, 3 cards in her hand, 6 resources. What will she do? Uses another Jeweler's Dream, that's the 4th Jeweler's Dream. Uses her Shadow ability on it, giving it +2 base attack. Amber Rain attacks, doing 3 damage to the Majiya. Majiya down to 6 life. Uses a Jasmine Rose Cult. Majiya down to 6 life, but has 4 allies on the field. Amber Rain only has 1. Majiya uses the Dagger of the Unmaking, attacks the Jasmine Rose Code, not able to kill it, but sending it back into its hand. Amber Rain taking 2 damage from the Infernal Gargoyle, down to 11 life. Infernal Gargoyle only taking 2 damage back. Another Infernal Gargoyle attacks, doing 2 damage. Amber Rain down to 9 life. 9 life to 6 life. Who can win it? Will Amber Rain still be able to pull it off? Amber Rain uses Retreat, getting rid of one of the Infernal Gargoyles. Attacks, doing 3 damage to the Majiya. Majiya down to 3 life, doing 1 damage back. Amber Rain still in it. Lily Rose Call has been casted. 1 card goes from her graveyard back into her hand. Majiya's turn. 6 resources, 4 resources, 4 cards in her hand. Uses her Shadow ability, not able to kill off the Lily Rose Call. Majiya uses the Lightning Strike, doing 3 damage to both Lily Rose Call, killing off Lily Rose Call. Taking Amber Rain down to 4 life. Attacks with the Dagger of Unmaking, taking her down to 3 life. Attacks with the Infernal Gargoyle, taking Amber Rain down to 1 life. No, Amber Rain will die because of Blood Frenzy. Oh, such a close game. GG. Mandangus just barely pulling it off. Nice game. My name has been BeyondCereal, and I will see you next time.